This is Richard Bodie with 6Magazine. We're here with former NFL player Isaac Keys and star of the hit reality show Ultimate Merger. What's up, man? How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing real good. I can't call it right now. I know it looked like it was some snow flurries out here in New York, man. I don't look out the window. I don't know what that was.
Hey, I'm just glad to be down here in Texas where it's warm. I was up in New York probably about a week ago, and it was good weather. Then like the last 3 days just changed up on me. I can't do that.
Yeah, man, it's out here kind of cool right now. It's probably in the 60s, and I'm like, look, I don't know whether it's all the tall buildings blocking the sun or what, but I need some sunlight and I need some warm weather. It's May. It's almost the end of May. I mean, it is the end of May. So,
hey, come on down here to Austin. We got good weather for you, man. Tell the people a little bit about your football background.
Well, first, I went to Morehouse College. So I'm a graduate of Morehouse College. I'm just one of the very few, if any, that before me to make it to the NFL, at least stick around for us. I played 6 years in the NFL and one in CFL. So let's even say that we have some younger guys come out. Actually, give a shout out to my guy Ramon, who just got picked up by Baltimore. I think he might be the first that ever got drafted out of Morehouse because I was picked up as a free agent. I went to Minnesota. They picked me up late. Went to the Minnesota Vikings. Had 2 years there. Training camp with Green Bay. Played in NFL. And now I'm 26.
Now tell people a little bit about what you're doing after football.
I like to call it life of transition. Playing football, it's always a grind, man. It's nothing really comes easy. You always hear about the big name players, but you never hear what I like to call and label the blue collar workers. And I was one of the blue collar workers. I made it to an elite level of the game, and I'm so happy and blessed about that. But now it's about time, for me to do something different. And I just always wanted to put my personality on screen, in front of the camera, just to really kind of give a relationship that people can relate to through the camera, like just being me. I feel like I have enough personality and charisma for that. So that's what I've been shooting for, and that's what's kind of leading in that direction now.
Talk about the transition that athletes go through when football is over. Like, not many are able to translate the success they have on the field to success after the field once they're done. Like, how were you able to keep successful?
Well, I tell you what, man, if you look at it, I told you last year I played was in 2006. Then I did, NFL, then I did a year in CFL, Canadian Football League, 07. I was supposed to go back in 08, which I did, but when I went back to 08 to Edmonton, I just wasn't happy. Like, I didn't feel like the heart that I had for the game that I possessed and the passion for all those years of fighting to play and doing everything I need to do to be successful wasn't there the same. And football is one of those sports where if your heart isn't in it, you can't play it. So I decided, even at that point, I still was like, what am I going to do? I tried to do some business stuff outside of that, but what am I going to do next? So it really was scary and exciting at the same time because I didn't know what I was going to do next. It wasn't like I could just sit back and just rest on my morals and my finances from football. It was like I had to move on and do something else.
Yeah.
So eventually, man, I just said, you know what? I'm talking about it. Let me go take some of these acting classes and see if this is really for me. Let me go try to take acting classes. Let me start doing things in front of the camera, take the opportunity to do pilots and put myself out there and be vulnerable to let somebody else critique me in another manner. Rather than telling me to step with my right foot and hit with my left shoulder, they telling me that I need to smile or I need to articulate or let go of my emotions in certain ways and be vulnerable. So it was definitely a huge transition.
Cool. Tell me a little bit about the Ultimate Merger.
Well, I'm on a reality show called The Donald Trump Ultimate Merger for the Love of Omarosa. I have to say, man, yeah, that's the response we get from a lot of people. You can see, you smile, but it's a good response because I think it's one of the ones where you're looking at like, okay, you ask yourself so many questions just by me saying that. Okay, why are you going out to Omarosa or why are you on a reality show? And you know what it really had to do with is that I've done a lot of things in my life and a lot of good things, but I wanted to try something new, and I think that's all about the transition. I mean, how often have you been in a room with 11 other guys going after one woman as a man? I mean, that's a hard situation to put yourself. That's the challenge because usually the ratio is a lot different than that. And let alone you're jumping through obstacles. Now, we all jump through obstacles for our significant other, but we ain't never had to go run and jump over, do a track or do a business, get on the track and run or do something of that nature where, to fight for her respect and her attention. And the other thing is, people are like, well, okay, why Omarosa? Well, honestly, what more of a challenge of a woman can you really ask for? Because, I mean, honestly, she's a strong woman that can intimidate a lot of brothers. And I felt like that was one of the greatest challenges of it. Let me fight for this woman's heart. But at the same time, when I fight for her heart, she's still going to have to fight for mine as well, too. Because, you can't give all and not receive nothing. So at this time, it was just like, it was a great thing. And, you think because reality TV is fake, man, they put you in situations, man, where your ego gets involved as a man. And the biggest thing is we don't have this on TV. You do not have a show or any type of episode or anything where you have 12 strong black men that can be represented well with, distinguished backgrounds, on TV, and then adding into the equation love. You don't see a lot of black love. You don't see a lot of that on TV anywhere. So this is a phenomenal show that is really touching on all the basics and breaking barriers right now.
What's harder, training camp or fighting for Omarosa's love?
Fighting for Omarosa's love, because you don't know what to expect in there. Training camp, at least you have to do something with football. Fighting for her love, you don't know what you're gonna get out of that.
When anything else on the horizon outside of the show?
I have a lot of different projects and endeavors that I'm looking forward to do. Love is always going to, be in the area. That's something that, you want because that's part of life. And it's, it's also, it's something that I look for. But I have other projects I'm due. I have some, talk shows and films that I want to do. We're supposed to be appearing on the Wendy Williams show coming up, just to kind of promote the show. But outside of that, with me, I've just been talking to a lot of different people about different ventures and things like that. But people can find me on Facebook. You can always find me on Twitter. My website will be coming to you soon, and that'll be under Isaac Keys, too. I try to keep it all simple and have everything under Isaac Keys, so I'm not hard to find. And I always want to kind of satisfy people's curiosity about me, but still keep you curious at the same time.
When can people expect to see the show Ultimate Merger?
Okay, well, the Donald Trump Ultimate Merger with the Love of Omarosa will be aired on TV One June 17th. So everybody out there needs to check their local listings and find where they can find TV One. And I know TV One, y'all used to finding Martin Lawrence and Good Times and all that, but we coming to explode the network up, man. This is their baby. They're excited about it, so they're putting a lot of things on it, like they're putting a lot of things behind it. You can also check on TV1online.com, and you can peep the trailer on there. But also in between your Martin episodes, during the commercials, they'll be running a lot of the trailers and promotions on there as well. So it's now time to start tuning in to TV One. So everybody check out TV One.
Cool. We're going to definitely check that out. Well, thank you for your time, man. I'm really impressed by what you've been doing because, like I said, I have a lot of friends that play in the NFL, and some kind of hit that culture shock once they stop playing, and you are kind of a light to some of those people that, you can do whatever it is you want to do, and football is not the only thing that you have. Man,
that's well said, and I hope I've touched on that, and I hope I've turned that light on for a lot of brothers pursuing anything that they're doing right now, and sisters, and just everybody out there, anything that you are pursuing, go for it, man. You're the only person that can stop you. You're going to hear no. Put that in your motivational box in the back of your head and use that to motivate you to overcome that obstacle of the no and tell people and prove yes.
Okay, well, appreciate you, man. It's Richard Butler with 6 Magazine and Isaac Keys. We'll holler at y'all.
No doubt. Peace.